Do you know those people that just automatically assume the worst? I can sometimes be that person, I'm not gonna lie. But that's not what I'm talking about. Right now, I'm talking about those people that assume the worst about every situation. So-and-so is sick. Well, maybe they shouldn't have gone to that party last week and they wouldn't have caught the stomach virus. Or so-and-so lost their job. Well, they must be the worst performer at their job. That has to be why they lost their job. Or so-and-so broke her arm. Well, her parents are the worst parents ever because they were not paying attention to their child. Of course, there could be no other logical explanation as to why she was sick, or they lost their job, or the child broke their arm. It has to be their fault or someone else's fault. That's what's happening in this passage today. This man was born blind, and the Pharisees and all of the people immediately think that it is because he has done something wrong or his parents have done something wrong. He was born blind. He couldn't see from birth, and yet clearly his parents did something wrong, or clearly he did something wrong. Neither is the case. That is not what's happening in this passage at all. But what's really cool is that this man has an encounter with Jesus. He has an encounter with Jesus that is miraculous. It's actually the 6th miracle that's talked about in the book of John. And here in this miracle, Jesus heals this man, and the man says this, "I once was blind, but now I see." I once was blind, but now I see. You see, here's what's happening. This man could not see from birth, and now he can see. And what's really cool about this is that not only was he blind and now he can see, but he's going and he's telling people about what has taken place, and people are questioning him. They want to know, who did this? How can you see now? Like, what is going on? They want to know what has happened. Here's what I think is awesome. We have all had our once was blind, but now I see story. And if you haven't, there's still time. Because here's what I know about being able to see. I'm in a room right now that when I look out, it's a little bit dark, but there's these things around me that help me to see. It's light. That light that touched that man was Jesus. You see, light drives out darkness. And what I know about Jesus is that he is the light. He's the light of the world. And what's so cool about this story is that we too can have that same "I once was blind, but now I see" story. What is it in your life that is blinding you? Is it your relationships? Is it your job? Is it your relationship with God? Maybe there's something in your life right now that is just full of darkness, and you need the light to be able to come in and push that out. Maybe it is a time for you to finally say, "Hey, you know what? I once was blind, but now I see." Take some time today and figure it out. Figure out what it is that you're blinded by and ask Jesus to come in and help you see.